let's say you were on vacation for the past 3 weeks, 3 days, and you just came to the office, you can say, okay, Copilot, give me a summary of the emails I have received in the last 72 hours. And then you just do this, and it's going to run through your mailbox and check for emails that you have received within this period and give you a summary so that you can have heads up on which you need to attend to first. Of course, this is a very important feature. Just imagine you going to your mailbox and you keep scrolling when you've been away for 3 days. It's going to actually be a lot of hassle, right? So look at what is here. It is saying here is a summary of the emails you have received in the last 72 hours. So about an hour ago, you receive an email from this person with the subject proposal that's contained an executive summary. Then this is about an hour ago, you also received an email from this person with a subject business proposal. Hello, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Joseph. I am a Microsoft certified trainer, and as you know, Copilot has been everywhere, right? So I chose to bring this to your notice just to make you have a feel of how the environment looks, because it is not everyone that will have access to this, perhaps because of the cost, 360 USD per year for Microsoft Copilot for Business, right? So I had the privilege to have this account and this license at this time, so I chose to show you some few things that you can quickly catch up with as it has to do with Microsoft 365 and integration with Copilot. So as you can see, this document is a very recent document. It was last updated in this February, this month that we are, 2024. So Microsoft 365 Copilot for Microsoft 365 requirement, right? So the integration of Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365 and Microsoft 365 apps enables Copilot experience to take a place inside individual apps such as Word. You can use Copilots in Word. You can use it in PowerPoint. You can use it in Teams. You can use it in Excel. You can use it in Outlook. You can use it in more other applications, which I will be showing in this video series. So as a result of this integration, the requirement for using M365 Copilot for, are nearly identical to the regular requirements of using the M365 apps, as this is actually a add-on that we can say. So there are prerequisites. So there are the following are the prerequisites for using Microsoft Copilot for M365. Copilot for Business requires the user to have the prerequisite base licenses assigned to them. So what are these base licenses that you need to have? You're going to see it. I will show you on this document. But looking at this, Microsoft 365 apps. So for Copilot to work in Word, in Excel, and in PowerPoint, um, you need to have third parties cookies enabled. That is, if you want to use it on the web, you have to make sure that third party cookies are enabled. Of course, you know how to enable third party cookies. You come down to settings and then you go to privacy, right? So you go to private, no, not there actually. So you come down to cookies and site permission, and then when you comes to manage cookies and sites, you must make sure that this is not um, turned on. So if this is turned on, then Copilot on the web is not going to work for you. I was just mentioning that you need to enable third-party cookies before you can have Copilot work for you on the web. Let's say we come to this place and we look at Copilot here. Before it can work here, no third-party cookies have to be enabled. Okay, so and before Word can also work, before it can work on Word for you, you have to make sure that third-party cookies is enabled. So that's a requirement, and even your mail on the web as well. Before you can use Copilot, you must make sure that third-party cookies are enabled. Having said that, we just revert to our document. So we're saying that online that you need to have third parties enabled, then review your privacy setting for M365 application, because those settings might have an effect on the availability of the Microsoft Copilot for M365 features. Okay, so for more information, of course, I will drop this link on the description, so you can actually use it on the excuse me, on Microsoft Teams and all of those, as I mentioned earlier, Microsoft Loop. So, what are the license requirements? So, the base license that you need to have. So, because you know that Copilot for M365 is actually available as an add-on, plan with one of the following license as prerequisite. So, you must have either of these licenses before you can have Copilot as an add-on in your environment. Okay, so Microsoft 365 E5, A3, uh, that way you have the education license, the A1, A3, A5 for faculty, and then you have the business standard license and the business premium. So it means that if you have business basic, then you should not be talking about M365. I mean the Copilot in M365. So from business premium, business standard, you see business standard, then A3, A5, then A3. It means that if you have A1, if you have E1, you will not be talking about, for now, you will not be talking about Copilot. So how does it even work? Normally when you sign into office.com, you see the application somewhere here. You have the option to, let's say you were on vacation for the past 3 weeks, 3 days, and you just came to the office. You can say, okay, Copilot, give me a summary of the emails I have received in the last 72 hours. And then you just do this, and it's going to run through your mailbox and check for emails that you have received within this period and give you a summary so that you can have heads up on which you need to attend to fast. Of course, this is a very important feature. Just imagine you going to your mailbox and you keep scrolling when you've been away for 3 days. It's going to actually be a lot of hassle, right? So look at what is here. It is saying here is a summary of the emails you have received in the last 72 hours. So about an hour ago, you receive an email from this person with the subject proposal that contained an executive summary. This, like on Thursday afternoon, you received an email from um, Microsoft audio conferencing. So this gives you this gives you like a heads up of what you need to do. So for example, you can copy now and say, okay, maybe you want to bring up your sticky notes or your notepad and say, okay, you want to be attending to these things one after the other. So if you still go to your mailbox as well, you can also try to if you go to your mailbox as well, you can also try to see those emails. And yeah, let's say this is one of it that it just pointed out, and you say summarized by Copilot, and it's going to give you like a summary of the email that you have received so that you can know what it's all about. So this is the summary. I'm going to deal with all of this for Outlook in Word, how to use it in Word, how to use it in Excel to work on data and all of that. And I'm going to make that video available at your disposal so you can also watch and learn the new technology. So thank you very much for always being of support, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button. Thank you.